guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I will be sharing with you my 4 top tips that I use to not gain all of the holiday weight come January 1st, because I realized some time ago that I was one of those people that waited until January 1st and then I jump on a scale and to see how awful I did over the holidays by eating all of the foods and gaining all of the weight. So that's just how I do. But since 2015, I think I uploaded that video back in 2015. I'm gonna link it above here. I shared some tips that I used to kind of stay on track back then, and I was gonna re-upload that video, and then I was like, you know what? I was reviewing it and I was like, yeah, some of this stuff, I mean, they're really good tips, but some of this stuff I either don't do anymore or I have like just changed it completely. So I was like, instead of doing that, I'll just link the old video and then give you what I've really been doing to pretty much maintain throughout the holiday season. And let's just jump right in, okay? Tip number 1, do not place harsh restrictions on yourself. I found that in the past, I used to say things, especially during the holiday seasons, I would be like, I'm not gonna have any treats, I'm not gonna have any cookies. If someone brought something up to the job, I'd be like, I'm not gonna indulge in it. And I'm just gonna not have anything like sweet during the holiday season. Yes, I'm being very serious. And I would turn things down like left and right. And what would end up happening is that one day the cravings would just be so strong to where I would just overindulge, and I just like, forget it, I'm gonna have whatever I want. The quickest way I feel like to go overboard is to place crazy harsh restrictions on yourself. So I found that out the hard way in the past, so I don't do that anymore. If a coworker brings a basket of cookies up to your job, have one. I'm not saying eat the whole basket, but feel free to have one, maybe 1.5 or 2. But rather than just say, no, I'm not gonna have any at all, I found that it was just better to just have a small amount, and it worked out better for me that way. So I feel like that is better than saying, no, I'm not gonna have any at all. Have a small amount instead, and that works out well. Tip number 2, and this is a big one. I was not keeping my workouts very consistent. In the past, especially the last quarter of the year, October, Halloween, November, Thanksgiving, December, Christmas, it would be like January through September, I was working out 5 to 6 days a week, blah, 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 getting it done, getting my weight training in, getting my cardio in. And then that last quarter, I would slack off tremendously. I would work out maybe once or twice a week, or, very sporadically if I thought about it. And that is like a big no-no. So what I have been doing, and I found out this is again a very big one, keeping my workouts consistent. Instead of falling out. I know that it's cold right now. I know that the bed feels good, but you gotta make yourself get up and you gotta get those workouts done. Whatever time of the day you're normally doing it. I used to do AM workouts, but I've traded my AM workouts for evening workouts, and that's working for me right now. But I also work out on my lunch break, so that's like in the middle of the day around 12. So yeah, keeping those workouts consistent. I don't care if it's an hour on the treadmill or a short HIIT workout, which by the way, I have a lot of those on my channel, and I have more that I'm recording and uploading that you can follow along with me. Shameless plug for my own channel. But yes, keeping my workouts consistent definitely helped me when January 1st came around, and not gaining all of the weight. So not restricting myself and keeping my workouts consistent. Number 3 is to make sure that you drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water per day. I did not realize, again, it's like that last quarter of the year. I did not realize how much water I wasn't drinking until I actually thought about it. It's like I was drinking a lot of sodas and I didn't realize that, like Coke Zeros and things like that. But now I have been drinking a gallon or more of water per day. And I was doing some research online and I was seeing where this time of the year, especially people who consume alcohol, which there's nothing wrong with that, you know, doing anything in moderation, great. But especially people who tend to drink alcohol, we don't tend to get our water intake in, and that is another thing. So I have been drinking a gallon or more of water per day. I'm not asking that of you. However, I'm saying that make sure you get at least 8 to 10 cups of water in, because that was also very instrumental in making sure that I was hydrated and not overindulging, because honestly, if you drink a big cup of water before eating any meal, you're not going to consume as much as you probably would if you don't drink the water beforehand. Also, I found out that drinking soda with your meal, it causes you to want to eat more. so I was like, oh my goodness. I was not working out consistently. I was placing ridiculous restrictions on myself, and I wasn't drinking enough water. So now those 3 things, I do them, and I realize I'm like, okay, when I jump on the scale in January, either my weight remains the same or I may have gained like 1 or 2 pounds. But typically it remains about the same, because these tips again have helped me, and I think they will help you. Okay, my 4th and final tip is I have been I know this is the party season, there's holiday parties of all sorts. Typically what I would do is I will try to eat a nice, decent, healthy meal before going to the party, whatever party. That works for me. That way, when I get there, I know you would typically still snack and things like that, but I find that eating before I get there, you're already full, you know, you've already eaten and things like that. So I find that I snack a little bit less if I've already eaten before I arrive to whatever party I'm going to. So that is my 4th and final tip for this video. I will leave the link for my first video, which has some different tips in it. It talks about things like putting the alarm farther away from you so that you have to get up to work out in the morning, but I don't work out in the mornings anymore, so my tips have changed. But if you want to see that video, I will put the link in the description box down below, and I'll also link it above. And if you guys have enjoyed this video or found this video helpful at all, please don't forget to click that thumbs up. And I would love it if you left a comment down below, especially if you have a different tip or different tips that you might want to add that I might not have thought about. But these are just the ones that I do personally. I'm just curious to hear what other people do as far as trying to stay on track during the holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Sharita is, that's me, Super Fit with Ree cosplay. Bye, y'all.